Speaking of doing your jobs, welcome back.
What a wonderful segue.
When we last left our heroes, we were going through this magic mirror maze. You had found a couple of additional rooms, solved some additional puzzles, beaten some additional monsters. You found a room with an archway that leads out to a courtyard. But you decided you wanted to see what else this magic mirror maze had to offer. Now that you know your way back and you have the command word to get out if need be. As you were searching through, you are currently dropped into a room that is filled with water where your feet cannot touch the bottom, but you are able to keep your head above water. As you are about to make your exit through the mirror, a couple of swarms of teethy looking fish decided to pop their heads up and try to take a chomp out of you guys, and that's where we left off. So I will bring you back to the map, and we're going to kick off with initiative, with Jade being the first to act.
Yeah, that's never a bad thing when I'm the first one to go. Okay. Um, let's see. So, and I'm currently under the water because I had dropped down underneath it, so I would stop splashing the professor. Um,
So a couple of things about water combat. When making a melee attack, if you do not have a swim speed, you'll have disadvantage on the melee attack roll unless you're using a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident. Ranged attacks also have disadvantage unless you are using a crossbow, a net, or a weapon that is thrown like a javelin, spear, trident, or dart. Uh, Magic attack rolls are done as normal.
cool. That's great for us because we're mostly magic. So you know what? Jade is going to slightly panic that there are fish that she has never seen before here. These are not like the fish back home. The fish back home don't have skin. And she is going to toll the dead on the the group of fish that are nearest her. So I guess this blue one, these
Okay.
blue ones here. So they need to make a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
You'd be surprised to know the fish not very wise, not very intelligent.
Yeah, I was hoping that.
Hey, that's a total of a 2.
Great! They're gonna take a
They do,
D8.
yes.
They'll take 5 points of necrotic damage as the water around them vibrates and crushes their little bodies.
Very good.
And then that, I think, is it for me. Because if I move around, then I'm leaving my other friends to deal with this mess, and we can maybe shoo them away so we can all get to the door. So that'll be it for now.
Professor.
I'm going to target the red swarm of kippers, and I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb with cold damage. Cold damage. Oh, that is
Cool.
hold on.
Holy shit!
Yep, that's cold.
18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. For the 20 cold damage, that is amazing.
That's a good roll.
Hell,
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
Hell yeah, forever and always.
And that's it for me.
All right. This red swarm that you just nailed with cold damage, Professor, smells blood in the water and is going to occupy your space. So Naruto and Arby can actually make some attacks of opportunity if you guys want.
Sure.
Oh, for fuck.
I do not have War Mage, so I can't make an attack with a spell, unfortunately. But I've got a knife. I'll
Yes.
get you.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
terrifying.
Okay, I don't know why, but Narco decided, yeah, I'll roll a nat 20 on the fucking dagger attack. Why not?
Yeah, get it, Naruto.
Yeah.
All right.
Hell yes.
And RB will roll a total of 24 on his attack.
Both hit.
Naruto does 7 points of stabbing damage.
Okay. They do have resistance, and that is halved.
And then RB. Where's my. I need 2d8. No, 1d8. RB does 9 points of force damage.
That is full damage.
Hell yeah.
Dropping it below half hit points.
Woo.
But it is going to come after Professor and try to take a meaty bite out of him. That is going to be a 21 to hit you, Professor.
That will hit like a bitch.
It is going to bite you for a total of 7 piercing.
7 piercing. Okay.
Up to Ren.
Let's see here. Ren is going to see that bunch of fish swimming beside him, kind of make like a frowny face on his skull, and reach out and cast Inflict Wounds.
Very nice.
Get it, Ren. Oh my god, yes!
Oh, fuck.
Woo!
Yeah, that hits.
I don't like them.
Oh.
Yep, that's my turn. End turn. Swim,
That's
swim, swim.
Pretty good. Naruto.
Naruto is going to target the blue clippers and hit them with a shocking grasp.
Okay.
Naruto, what the fuck? Okay, that's another nat 20. Let's go.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
We are not level 5 yet, so it is only 2d8 of lightning damage. For a grand total of 9.
All right. Dropping
And then
that
I will
below
take
half.
advantage that they can't take reactions on me right now, and she's just gonna doggy paddle over this way. And bonus action, she'll command RB to roll up here. And target the blue again.
Okay.
That is a dirty 20 to hit
That hits.
for a total of 6 points of force damage.
All right. Anything else to return?
That's all.
Blue Swarm. Arby hit, but Ren is already hurt. Even though I don't know how he can tell, because Ren is bones, but we're going for Ren. Arby can take another attack of opportunity, and so can you, Professor, if you like.
14 to hit from RB.
That's a hit.
10 force damage.
One stick damage.
Professor hits it with the stick.
Stick.
Good news is you can't do 0 damage.
That is true. Gonna attempt to make a bite onto Ren. That is a dirty 20 to hit you, Ren.
Yeah, that one will hit.
The few remaining quippers left of this swarm kind of clamp onto one of your bones, dealing 9 points of piercing.
Hannah's just looking at them with so much annoyance.
Nuala.
Okay, Nuala really wants to get out of here and over by Nariko, but she just saw all these things attack the professor. So she's gonna try to help the professor and will cast a firebolt onto them and see if that can like drive them away. So they. All right, so that is a roll on my part.
Which one are you going for?
The ones on the professor.
Okay.
So the red ones are on the professor. So that is a 21 to hit.
Are you rolling that with disadvantage?
Is it disadvantage for firebolt?
They are in melee range with you.
Oh, okay. I will roll it with disadvantage. 12.
A 12 just misses.
Oh. Okay. Then that is her turn.
Yuki.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. So, Yuki. I am unsure if this is the scariest thing we're going to face today, so I was going to use my Eldritch Claw tattoo, but now I am unsure. Because I can only use it once a day.
I mean, they're already below half hit points.
Yeah, so I think Yuki is just going to murder mitts these motherfuckers.
Okay. Your attacks will be with disadvantage.
That's fine. That is 19 for one of them.
That hits. Do the damage on that
And-
first. Because there's not a whole lot of hit points left on these guys.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry, I got confused.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Damage. Ba ba ba. I don't want to do math after work. Did I say it was the blue ones?
Yes.
Okay.
Or I assumed anyway, because they're right next
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah. That would be 9 slashing.
It is just enough to wipe out the last of that school of DD fish.
Amazing.
Hell yeah! And then Yuki is going to, because she has another attack she can use, so she's gonna boop, boop, boop. Even if it is difficult terrain, she still has more than enough movement to get there.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
she is going to do the same to try to get them off of Professor.
Okay.
And that is a nat 20 and a 4. Wait, and a 4. Sorry, just kidding.
Oh, and
But wait. I have plus 8 to that. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. God damn it!
Just misses.
God. Disadvantage.
doesn't your token give you something for attacks? Does it make it a base 10 for attacks?
If you use your
Your friendship watch.
yeah, if you use the
Yeah.
if you have a clockwork amulet, if you have a charge left on a clockwork amulet, you can just make that roll a 10 and add your bonus to that.
So it'd be a base 8, so it'd be an 18.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, that hits.
I haven't used that yet today, or yet this encounter.
Yeah.
And watch out.
All right. Takes
Nice.
damage. It does have resistance. Still
Bitch!
takes damage though.
That's okay.
Anything else?
I think that'll be Yuki. These will probably be done by the time you get back around to me.
Quite possible.
Very possible. That's me.
Jade.
Toll the dead.
Toll the dead. That's a failure.
Great. And now that they are missing hit points, they will take a d12. Let me just double check that, make sure. D8 and yes, 1d12. So let's see what we get. 3. They take 3 points of necrotic damage as that strange vibration happens around the professor and shatters some of the little bones in the fish
One or two.
that aren't really bones, it's cartilage.
One or two more of the fish just kind of die and go belly up on the surface of the water. Anything else for you, Jade?
Nope, I'm gonna stay here by the professors. These fish don't eat him.
Professor, you're being swarmed.
Okay, what will I do? He's kind of like flailing around. What? Get away from me! and he's gonna try and like get away from them. 20 to get over here.
We'll make an attack of opportunity on you.
Okay.
I think that's a 15 to hit you.
That'll miss.
All right.
From here, I'm going to Foxfire. Let me roll my little arcane corruption. 2. So that's 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And that'll be it for me.
The swarm that you just left is in this space where you were at. You got away. It tried to bite you. You got away, but Yuki is close by. It looks like looks pretty tender.
Yuki hisses at you.
That's fine because the fish try to bite you. Arby and Jade can make attacks of opportunity if you like.
Yes.
Yep.
I do
17 to
want
hit for 8 points of force damage.
All right, that's a hit.
It's only a 12 for Jade.
12 misses.
Yep.
Yuki, these things try to bite you.
Hate that.
Ooh, missing with a 9.
Hey. Hey.
Nice.
Red.
Ren will try to kick his beat. 5, 10, 15, 20. Stupid fish. And will reach out and use his inflict wounds again.
Okay.
Oh, that wasn't so good. I am going to use my clock to make that a 16.
What does it look like when Red reaches out and sucks the life out of the remaining swarm of fish?
Oh, those little assholes turn into little skeletons and just float there.
So you get a bunch of little the flesh begins to melt and rot away from the remaining of the swarm. The bones just sink to the bottom while the water is nicely chummed around Yuki at the moment. Otherwise, there are other few little kind of dead fish floating around you. Where's Pips when you need him to get some fish heads?
No.
But with that, nothing else comes to attack you. You guys are out of initiative.
Jade will resurface at that point, just like kicking her feet as hard as she can because she's really, really long and heavy skirts, and just say, "That is super gross and terrifying. Is everyone okay? Maybe we should get out of here. Just go to the door. Everyone get out the door." And then she sinks back down.
I agree.
Require assistance.
Just standing on the ground, weighed down by the scale mail that she wears.
Narco's going to send ahead RB real quick while friends patch themselves up.
Arby can kind of hoist himself in, roll into the room, roll back out without any trouble. Reports back that the room is completely empty. There are no other mirrors in this room. It is a plain dirt floor. Against the north and east walls, there are pedestals decorated with script along their bases.
All right. Next room seems to be clear of any obvious danger, so let's get on in there. Hello, ma'am.
Jade is going to trudge along the bottom of the room, the floor of the room, and just gently touch the professor's arm as she gets there, and you get 9 points of healing damage back.
Oh, that tickles.
And then she just keeps on trucking. Nuala, we had the battle. You only used a cantrip, so you're good. No need to adjust any of your spells.
Thank you.
Those fish were dead in a round and a half.
Hello.
There were a lot of crits.
Yeah.
There were so many crits.
Yeah.
Those Poor little fish.
fantastic spell attacks too.
Yeah.
Okay. Is everybody following through the green mirror?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh sure.
Totally.
There.
Whee!
Ooh.
The entire
That's a lot of-
floor of this room is covered in a layer of sand that feels comfortably warm around your feet. Near the north wall of the room is an empty 4-foot-high stone pedestal decorated with a script engraved along at its base. You'll notice that as the last of you come through the mirror and move into this room, the mirror winks out behind you as you enter.
Oh no.
Oh, well.
Uh-oh.
Well, that looks promising. Anyone else feel really good about this?
No.
I
No,
particularly
not
like
good at all.
bones.
I mean, bones are comforting actually, but it does tend to mean that people die.
Hmm.
And
Not carefully
Joe,
examined.
I'm so sorry, Joe. Can you put the description of this room in the chat, please? Because I was trying to take the notes and then my notes winked out and I have to rewrite them.
Yeah, give me a sec.
Thank you. Thank you. Bobby, it's just another riddle we have to solve.
Maybe. Let's take a look at the script here.
This doesn't seem like a nice place for children.
probably a silly question, but do you guys read Elvish?
Yes, I do.
No.
Yes. Mama.
Nope.
Those of you who can read Elvish, you can read the inscriptions around the base of the pedestals. I'll type that out as well. It says, "Take these and leave your name."
Hmm.
What's it say, Narco?
It says, take these and leave your name.
Take what?
Are the pedestals themselves like indicating that they should be holding something?
So yeah, the pedestals, they kind of, like I said, they raise about 4 feet high up off the ground. The top of the pedestal itself is kind of like a smooth surface. It does seem to have a bit of a depression in the center of it. However, as you begin to move about this room and investigate a little bit, I will say anybody who has a passive perception of 14 or greater, you do notice something at the edges of your vision.
Woo.
You notice that any footsteps in the sand seem to slowly refill themselves.
That's not common behavior in footsteps.
Oh, did you see that too?
Yeah.
What?
That is definitely concerning.
You like jump
Look.
back and forth on each foot to watch them and see how fast they fill in.
What are you doing?
The sand keeps coming back.
As it's filling in our steps.
Oh.
Does it look like there's more, like, so when you step down, you're obviously displacing the sand and it's moving out. Is the sand that was displaced, like, just falling back into place, or is there something from underneath pushing up?
The displaced sand kind of fills back in where your footsteps were.
Okay.
How high is this room?
The ceiling is about 10 feet tall.
I'm just gonna float up to the ceiling and sort of just like cross his arms and watch the sand fill in where his feet were.
As your feet leave the ground, you kind of hover yourself up into the air. You watch as the sand that was displaced by your footsteps slowly fill back in and leave no trace behind.
Someone is echoing.
Yeah,
Probably.
I hear an echo from someone.
Yeah.
Yes. Hold on. It might. Hold on. Mic mode. Voice isolation. How about now? Say something.
Something much better.
Better?
Yes.
My computer turned off voice isolation. The professor just kind of watches his footsteps fill in. He's like, yeah, that sand's totally going to grab us and yank us in.
Well, maybe we should try to dig and see if we can get to the bottom. Or is that stupid? You could say it's not. It's stupid if it's stupid.
Oh, it's not stupid. There's no such thing as a bad idea. There's just like not as good an idea. If you dig to the bottom, at least you'll know what's at the bottom. Problem is not getting back up to the top.
Well, Narco says, well, I think it's worth a try, if only to investigate to see if we're missing anything to solving this predicament. Arby, switch to drill mode, please. Arby swaps out his sword for the drill attachment.
Anyone who can read these, do they say the same thing? Like both pedestals, do they say the same thing?
Anyone else taking a look at the inscriptions on the pedestal that can read Elvish, they do say the same thing on both pedestals.
Okay, cool.
It is the same for everyone.
How wide is this pedestal?
It is 4 feet tall, about 2 feet wide.
Yuki's gonna try to jump up on the pedestal.
Give me an athletics, or athletics or acrobatics, either one. Give me a check.
Damn it, I need to use regular dice.
Yuki doesn't quite clear it and falls on her ass.
Dang it. She falls on her ass and she fluffs up.
You tried. It was a good try.
Thank you, Ren.
Assuming Arby is digging, he gets about 5 inches below the surface of the sand before he hits solid rock that his drill cannot penetrate through. As he does so, though, anyone who is watching him may give me an investigation check.
Ooh, investigation. Damn it. That's an 8 for Jade.
Damn it!
Ren is the only one really paying attention. Ren and Narco. Everyone else is just really confused about everything else.
Ren and Narco pick up on it right away. As you watch Arby drill into the sand and he kind of lifts his drill back up, the sand fills in much faster using any method other than your feet.
That seems aggressive.
What is happening?
The sand from where Arby was working, it seems to be very keen to refill a new location.
Hi. Well. I suppose we should just maybe sift through the bones and see if we can find whatever's supposed to be on these pedestals. Yuki said that there was little indents in them, right? Like something should be sitting there.
There's like a small depression in in each of the pedestals.
Can I investigate the depression and see what it looks like? Like, does it look spherical, or like some sort of like it belongs to a cube or a handprint or anything like that? Like, see if we can like kind of narrow down what it is might be looking for.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Okay, it's not terrible. 15.
It's very irregular. Like, either something very specific can fit into these depressions, or maybe they weren't meant to hold something at all. Like, kind of almost like erosion in rock. You know what I mean?
Right.
Can Shaky try to pick up one of the pedestals, or like half of one of them?
Give me an athletics check.
I can't take one. Okay, we're using regular dice. Alright, that's 11, 12, 13.
You cannot lift this up.
Damn it.
It's a pretty solid
Um,
slab of stone.
If
so
if Naruto were to take out like a small spade and kind of scoop up a spade full of the sand, does it stay on there, or does it like start moving off to go back to the ground?
The sand would stay on the spade, but the sand around the area where you have dug out would begin to fill it in.
Okay. Can
Again,
Naruto deposit
pretty fast. Go ahead.
deposit the sand onto the top of the pedestal?
yeah.
Okay. You fill the little depression in the pedestal with the sand, and it just kind of sits there.
Can Jade try to do the same thing with water, since she is soaking wet from the other room, and try to, since it looks like it was eroded, like try to like squeeze the water from her gloves into these one of these depressions, just to see what happens?
Are you doing one of the dry ones, or are you doing the one that Narca filled with sand?
Let's try the dry one first, and then she'll try the one with sand.
Okay. You wring the water out in one of your sleeves. It kind of sits in a small pool on top of one of the pedestals.
Okay.
Doesn't seem to have affected anything.
Okay, then she's gonna go over to the one that Naruto just did and try the same thing.
As you squeeze out your other sleeve with water into the sand, you now have wet sand.
Cool. Okay, well, both of those things didn't seem to do much. Take these and leave your name. But there's nothing here to take.
I tried to take one of the pedestals. It did not work.
I did see that, but it does seem to be made of really heavy stone.
It is very heavy.
Should we just try to look through the bones and see if there's anything in there?
Yes. Let's. Yuki will go investigate the bones.
Did you have something that you wanted to look for, Naruto?
Naruto's trying to poke at the writing itself. If she like sort of like rubbing her thumb against it, does it seem like, is the writing pretty heavily engraved into this pedestal?
Yeah, it's like stamped in. It's like it's like stamping a name into like a gravestone. That kind of etching.
Okay. Narco's going to grab her spade and acquire more sand and try and fill in the writing such that the words on the pedestal are kind of like filled in with the sand and covered up, except for the part saying your name.
You do still have wet sand that you can use too. That might fill it in a little easier.
Yeah.
Sandcastle building.
Yeah. Whatever combination of materials at hand.
Okay. So, yeah, you use the various materials available to you to fill in the words on the pedestal with sand. Doesn't seem to affect anything. Yuki, as you are digging through this pile of bones, you find a pile of bones.
Wonderful. It's exactly what I was hoping for.
Give it your name.
Are you telling Yuki?
He just says it out loud. He's just sort
Oh.
of staring at the pedestals. Like, try giving it your name.
I am uncertain if that is a wise course.
Why?
Nothing weird.
Well, most of it says leave your name, and that implies that you are going away without it.
It's
Yuki
not
will
that
walk.
bad, really.
Yuki will walk over to this pedestal where there's the wet sand, and she'll write Yuki in the wet sand.
How are you writing your name? With your finger?
Oh, that was an interesting question. Yes.
So you write your name in the sand on the wet sand on the pedestal. The sand still fills itself in pretty quickly. Nothing else happens.
Balls.
Can I like check the ceiling? Can I just look up and see like what is this room? Like what's on the ceiling? What are the walls?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception check. That's an 18.
You look around. You look about this room. The walls are stone. Behind the mirror is stone. Sand under your feet. That's nice. That's warm to the touch. Stone under the sand. The ceiling is sand as well. And as you glance around the room and you see Yuki begin to write her name in the wet sand on top of the pedestal, you kind of see her shift her weight on her feet. And as she does that, you notice that the sand does not fill itself in underneath her feet.
So the sand under Yuki does not fill in after she leaves her name.
As she's leaving her name, yes. But as she finishes with the pedestal and kind of waits there for a moment, the sand begins to fill itself back in under her feet very slowly.
Oh, that's interesting. Did anyone else see that? When Yuki was writing her name, the sand stopped filling in. Yuki, write your name again.
Yuki had pulled out a piece of scrap paper and her pencil and wrote Yuki on the paper and put it on the pedestal.
You have left a piece of paper with your name on the pedestal then.
Perfect. Then she will listen to Jade, pull that off, and write Yuki again in the wet sand. Like this?
Yeah.
Why don't everybody give me a perception check?
Natural 20 for a 28.
Alright. I think everybody picks up on it this time. Now everybody sees what Jade was talking about. As Yuki wrote her name in her finger in the sand on the pedestal, everybody kind of catches now that the sand under her feet doesn't move in while she writes her name in the sand on the pedestal. Yuki, you notice that the sand that you wrote with your finger again fills in quickly. Jade, on a nat 20, you get the impression that this has something to do with writing your name in the sand and feet.
Oh. Yuki, try to write your name with your toes in the sand underneath you.
She kind of quirks a brow at you and says, "All right, I'll give it a try." And she will take one of her little floofy toes and write Yuki in the sand.
After writing your name in the sand, Yuki, the sand does not fill itself back in. The rest of you notice a spark of light come from the mirror behind you.
Oh, oh!
And
Look, you did it! You did it! It's a little bit of magic happening over that way.
Yuki is going to look towards Ren and say, "Ren, try to write your name in the sand. See what happens."
Ren looks down at his hooves and back to Yuki, and down at his hooves, and starts begrudgingly kicking a W into the sand. This will take some time. I am glad all the letters of my name are mostly straight.
After however long it takes you to complete that, Ren, again, you all notice that Ren's name does not get filled in from the sand. Another spark lights from the mirror behind you.
Professor, get down here and write your name in the sand.
I don't have a name. He drops down. But my title, I will do that. And he does so with his foot. He has strikingly good penmanship for a foot.
Same result, Professor. You write your name in the sand. I hear an echo again. the, your name stays in the sand, and another spark from the mirror.
Jade's going to do it too.
Same result.
Oh! Arby, can you write? I guess you don't really have feet.
Arby looks down at the large gear wheel, which serves as his manner of locomotion. And I don't know how Arby is supposed to write out, except through some very jagged cursive.
Well, Arby didn't have to do the other test. Kill the riddle. We had to show things to the mirror.
That is true. Naraka will take her boot and very quickly scribble out her own name on the ground.
Name stays, spark in the mirror.
Did everyone do it? Ahwohlya?
After some hesitation, Nuala will write Nuala in the ground with her foot.
As Nuala finishes writing her name in the ground, again, the sand stays. The mirror comes to full life again, lights up with a emerald green color, and kind of backlit in front of it, you see something has appeared. It is a small glass container that appears to be empty.
Investigation. Is it actually empty?
Is it actually what?
Is it actually empty?
Yeah, so you can investigate. You can pick it up. As you pick it up, you do feel that it has more weight than a glass bottle should.
Narco will take some minutes to cast Identify.
Narco has picked up a potion of invisibility.
Ooh. I would be more excited about this, but our group has pretty consistently not been great at stealth.
was a fun one. I like that nothing came out to try and eat us.
Don't jinx it.
Well,
Yes. But how do we get out of here?
Oh, the mirror's
Well, the
lit up.
mirror
You can,
working.
yeah,
Oh, the mirror's lit up now?
Yeah,
Sorry, I
mirror's lit
missed
up.
that.
yeah, you can totally get through it.
Okay. Right. Narco grabs her map. So if you go back to the water room, let's see, we can go to the
Are
junk
these-
room, and then
these aren't
Yeah.
doors, are they?
No, they are not.
Okay.
okay. Yeah, I think probably the best bet is for us to go to the water room, take the blue door to the junk room, and then the dark red door to the stage, then the dark purple to the storeroom, and then from there dark blue to the exit.
Did we go through all the doors and mirrors?
Yeah, we've gone through every portal, except that very last one that led into the courtyard that we think is probably our end goal.
Okay. Should we, since we came through all these and this is the last one, should we go back to the first room that had the giant hole in it in case there's something in there that we missed? Because maybe at the bottom of that there was more. I don't know if it's treasure or not, but maybe that's a riddle in there that we just didn't solve. Should we try? No, because
Considering
nothing came out.
Well, when we threw a rock, the rock was forcibly ejected at us and nearly smacked Yuki in the face.
Well, maybe you're not supposed to throw things. Maybe you have to gentle things.
If only because the pattern seems to be that little rewards seem to be in the dead end rooms, not in sort of the nexus rooms. I am less enthusiastic about trying to poke at the hole, especially since I know that it can be dangerous if not handled appropriately. So my vote is not to mess with the whole room, but I could be outvoted on that.
Hey, what's everyone else think? Should we at least check it out? Because if these rooms are going crazy and there's stuff coming out of them, I mean, maybe the whole room has something also coming out of it that we need to take care of before we leave. I don't know. Nothing came out, but what do you think, Professor?
I mean,
Did Mars stop talking or did he cut out?
I think it might have cut out.
Shut up, Ray.
Oh.
hello.
Oh, we can hear you. Yay.
Hey,
You're
where
quiet.
is
We can hear you.
All right. Well, we've come in here and not gotten a lot of answers as to why we came in here in the rooms that we've looked. That is a mystery we've not yet poked at. So I'm leaning towards poking the hornet's nest in the hole.
Oh, I don't think there's any bees.
Of course you are.
What do you think, Ren?
I would rather not stir up something if we do not need to.
Well, how do we know we don't need to, though?
Is it an immediate issue?
We don't know because we haven't gone to look.
Disagree. We do not need to.
Okay.
Hasn't all the answers that we've found that we've been looking for come from stirring up nonsense?
Only because you are so skilled at it.
And here we are. And we've not stirred up the nonsense, and we've not gotten any answers yet.
So that's 2 for no and 2 for yes. What do you think, Yuki?
While I do not like kicking bees either, hornets shouldn't kick things that sting, but I agree that we have not really found many answers as to what's been going on. And we didn't really fully investigate what that hole was. I'm not sure we'll get any answers, but
I mean, maybe it's nothing, and we just check it out, and then it's okay, it's nothing, and then we just go through the exit. But might be worth at least looking.
Mhm.
So that's 3 yeses. New Orleans, what do you think?
I don't think it would hurt to check it out.
If it does hurt to check it out, I will heal you if anyone needs healing.
Ren grumbles.
Is that okay? Hearing Ren grumble and then suddenly second guessing that maybe she shouldn't have said anything.
Very well.
Yuki will walk over to Jade and kind of grab her hand, say it was a good idea. It's a question we haven't answered the question of what the secret of that room was.
I agree. I just don't want anyone to get hurt because I had an idea.
Ren's gonna tap his own shoulder and give himself 13 points back because it looks like we're getting in more trouble.
I'm gonna feel so bad if we get it there and that's like the thing. Like that hole is like a mimic and eats everyone. I'm gonna feel so bad about it. Like as a player, I'm gonna feel so bad. Alright, and you all get to come over to my house and hang out in my bedroom for the night, and we get to have a slumber party. Alright. Oh god. Look. Not all of us have gotten to that chapter of the binder yet. Ah.
Alright, fast travel to hold room, please.
Whole room.
To the hell. As we go through the other rooms, do any of those monsters that we fought in any of the rooms that we have to pass through, do any of them repopulate? Or does it look like they're cleared out now?
They do not repopulate as you move through.
Awesome. So nothing new comes up then. Alright. That's an answer.
To once again remind you of what you see here, the room is eerily quiet. The floor is stone and strewn with broken mining tools. A cart of mined stones sits in one corner, and in the center is a large pit that seems to go impossibly deep. As it has been pointed out, the last time you guys were in this room, those of you with the appropriate dark vision will note that the darkness in this pit goes down about 100 feet before there is a kind of swirling, grayish, purplish kind of mist or fog, kind of like a barrier at that depth.
Can I investigate these rocks to see if there's anything, I don't know, that they were specifically mining?
You can give me an investigation check.
Okay. Do. That's a 16 plus my 1. 17.
So you kind of dig through these rocks, and they are mostly mundane. They're mostly just, sandstone, shale kind of rocks. You do happen to find a particularly shiny rock.
Ooh.
And you find, as you kind of like brush it off, it almost looks like this was overlooked, maybe, if anyone had actually been looking for this sort of thing, but you do happen to find a diamond that is worth 300 gold pieces.
Oh. Yuki will show them the diamond and say, well, I think this might have been what they were mining.
Oh, do you not think that this is just one of the puzzles of the room?
I
Because
don't
the other
know.
one had like a tree in it and a water bit in it. Maybe this one's just a hole.
I'd like to see it closer. There's a bottom sort of thing down there, yeah?
Do you want to bring this in case it somehow needs to be used for it?
Sure.
Yuki will toss the diamond to the professor.
He'll catch it and do like a little bit of a salute with 2 fingers and slowly lower himself down to the hole till he's hovering just above that sort of barrier.
You lower yourself down, and the deeper you go, the darker, quieter, and colder it gets. As you get closer to this barrier, it is,
It is.
again, still quite silent down here. It's almost like whatever is down here just dampens out whatever other ambient noise might be around.
I'm going to cast Detect Evil and Good.
Aberration, Celestial, Elemental Faith Fiend, Undead. 30 feet. You do not pick up any of those.
All right, there's none of those down here. We threw a rock in last time and it got spat back out. Perhaps it needs to be something organic. He starts digging through his pockets. Like, no, that's not it. That's not going to work. What do we have here? Oh, here! And he pulls out the apple he had intended to bribe Ren with, and just sort of drop it into the whirling mist.
As you drop it in, it takes about a fraction of a second, and I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. That's a 20, dirty 20.
Almost as fast as you drop it in, this apple comes screeching back at you. You're kind of like, again, Matrix dodge it out of the way. However, your companions on the surface are not so safe. I need Nuala to give me a dexterity saving throw as the apple comes screeching out of this pit and towards your head.
Can Ren try to grab it? Can Ren try to grab it?
Grab it with your teeth.
I'm going to give me.
I tell you what. Interesting. Why don't you give me a sleight of hand check?
Sleight of hand. All right. Okay. Let's
Or
see.
you know what?
Come on.
I'll give you the option of. Oh no, never mind. You're good. You got it.
Too late.
Apple comes screeching out. Nuala flinches. Definitely not going to move in time. Ren's arm reaches out, and snatches the apple out of the air.
Thank you for the snack, Professor. Stop being so foolish down there.
He probably can't hear you.
Probably not, but I'm still saying it.
Ken, I can't believe you caught that. That was so quick.
It was an apple.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm keeping an eye on him. Nothing's happened to the professor down there. He just kind of hovering. And he dropped an apple, and then the apple kind of like flew back up, but nothing's happened to him.
I'm going to conjure my fox spirit and let it fall in.
Is your fox spirit considered a creature, or is it just like a... What is it? I guess I'm not exactly sure what it's classified as.
It's a creature. It's a small fae.
Do you maintain a connection with it?
Mechanically, no. I think it's kind of similar to a familiar in that sense.
Okay, so you summon your fox spirit. You lower it into the mist.
Yeah.
Give me an insight check.
Insight. That's an 11.
I think it's good enough. After a few moments, you feel your connection to your fox spirit dissipate.
but it doesn't come screaming back out.
It actually doesn't come back at all.
Oh, that's good and terrifying at the same time. Okay.
What is happening, Professor?
Can we hear him?
I'd say if you're speaking loud enough, you can hear each other. It's not like there's like a silence spell or anything like that going on down here.
Oh,
I mean,
cool.
you can hear voices like reverberating off of walls and things like that.
You'll just hear your voice come echoing back up. No, you see him just sort of fly back up quickly, toss Jade the rope that's tied around his waist, and then he's just gonna free fall down into the hole and pass the barrier.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I should
Yuki
get a
will
hold
grab
of
it
the
with
rope
you.
really tight.
Yuki will come up and grab the rope with you.
Professor, I need you to give me a high or low.
Oh,
Always high.
Professor, I need you to roll me a d6.
Okay. I'm gonna pop out of a mirror, aren't I? That's 5.
Okay. Professor, you lower yourself into the mist. After a few heartbeats, you hear the pumping of some kind of large winged creature. You can hear those wings beating in almost complete blindness. You cannot see through this kind of fog. Other than that, there's nothing else you feel until the moment you are violently vomited out of this pit. You are tossed in Arby's direction. I need Arby to give me a dexterity saving throw.
With the flight speed, can I buffer that throw?
No. It is such a high speed that fly is not going to help you.
Wait. Where's my thing? Okay, I'll let you answer this. Does an instant, if I'm shot up here, once I crest the top of this, am I able to pull off a spell with an instantaneous duration?
What are you trying to do?
Vortex warp.
Can you post that spell for me?
Oh no, it's around another target. Oh, maybe I can move Arby.
Another creature you see within range, the target must see a Constitution save throw. So you can see. Yeah, so you could. I would say, yeah, you could do that, but you would have to target a different creature.
Okay, so if I see myself like careening towards Arby, then I can move him out of the way.
You can.
If he chooses to fail or organically fails. I'm going to try and move him like over here out of the way.
So, counterpoint, as RB sees the professor rocketing towards him, due to RB's programming, he takes precedent over trying to prevent damage to the party over damage to himself. So, would he, if he were to not avoid the collision with the professor, but try and help buffer the professor so he takes less damage on re-entry, is that an option?
Sure. I would say that would be. I'd say that'd be a strength saving throw.
Okay. So with that being RB's preferred outcome, he is going to resist the vortex warp.
Okay.
Let's see.
Con 15.
What is his con? Yeah. That is a 16 on the die.
I believe the vortex warp is.
Yeah, that passed.
Yeah.
Okay.
15. Yeah.
Vortex warp is resisted. Professor comes careening towards Arby. Have Arby give me a strength saving throw.
Next save. Okay. That is. Does he have a bonus? He does, but not proficiency. Okay. That is a 21 on the strength save.
Okay. So Arby, kind of sensing the impending danger, puts himself in a position that to kind of catch the professor to try to buffet the impact a bit. Shakes off the professor's vortex warp in that split second and kind of like huddles down, gets ready to catch the professor, and will do so in such a way where he allows himself to be pushed back a bit, but both the professor and Arby are going to take damage. You're going to take half of what I roll, and I will roll this above the board.
Yeah, because that's what it's like 100 feet down into this hole.
Yeah.
From the top. Yeah.
You'll both take 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
As the professor crashes into Arby, he's just gonna kind of flop over on the ground, and he's like, "Wings, there's something in there.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
It's
Oh
fine,
my gosh!
I'm fine. There's something in there."
Well, great. That's wonderful. Come here. And then she's going to touch you and give you some healing back. Yeah, 10 points of healing back.
Thanks.
Oh. Okay. So what is in there? And can you sit up?
Yes. He gets up and dusts himself off and uses his magical coat to just sort of go back to just looking pristine clean. And he's like, darkness. Lots of darkness, but I could hear it. Unmistakable sound of beating wings before it coughed me out. Whatever it is down there does not want things going in after it.
Okay. But you didn't say anything?
It's like, was it magical darkness?
It wasn't darkness, it was just like a really thick fog or like mist.
Fog. Really, really thick fog or mist, so couldn't see through it.
Alright. Mystery solved. The hole is bad. Can we leave now?
I mean,
Does this, as a professor is telling us that there's something large with wings on the other side of it, does this pit, I guess, seem like the other rooms in that, like, this pit was made as part of the room, or does this seem like it was created after? Like, there was something else here, and then this pit was, like, dug up.
Give me an investigation check.
Okay. No. 5.
I mean, it doesn't match anything that you've seen in any of the other rooms, but would you really be able to tell anyway?
It's true. Maybe Noriko's right. If you can't see through it and it keeps throwing you out, there's really not much we can do about it. I'm a little concerned though if there's... Maybe we'll just have to talk to Gerardo when we get out of here. And I'll let them know. Maybe this place just needs actually closed down and not just hidden.
In this room and getting into that hole in proximity, was there any sort of like feeling or effect on like the sleeping sickness? Like, did it feel more intense in this area, or did it have any effect at all?
Give me an insight check.
It's 15.
No. You can say for sure there doesn't seem to have had any kind of effect on that.
Okay. So he'll say, so there's two major mysteries in this place. Not this one specifically, but in this area. One, what's causing the sleeping sickness? And two, what's causing the memory loss? And now three, I guess, what the hell is down there and what's it doing? So,
Or is it about the magical mishaps that have been occurring as well?
yeah, that.
Well, okay. So we know that Gerardo has some sort of illusory magic, and that he does things with like not planar but interdimensional spaces. Like he puts pulls things out of hats that aren't in the same space as him, and that maybe. And we already thought that maybe the mirrors were doing something similar, because he said that suddenly there were getting to be things happening in here that weren't supposed to be. Like those fish with teeth weren't supposed to be in that room, right? So maybe whatever on the other side of the mist in there also isn't supposed to be here, and maybe whatever happened in the magical mishaps of the other rooms is happening in here, and it's just something that is too big to get through.
Can I suggest a potential experiment that might get us answers? Might not. Not the safest thing in the world. But
You
safer
can
than
suggest it.
if someone who can detect magic doesn't mind getting close to me for just a couple minutes, I can lower us down to get us close enough to the barrier that your spell can sense what's on the other side, or at least the nature of the barrier itself.
Um, I could try. We don't get too close, just to make sure that nothing else is going to come out, and then we'll go to the exit, like Noriko said.
Yes, this
That
is my last suggestion of things to mess around with the hole in with. Unless we find something really compelling down there with what you feel.
Yuki will pick up the rope and say, I will make sure that you guys do not disappear.
Thank you.
And I will poof, because Jade's more at ease with this one.
Yeah, she definitely like the thought of the professor like having to pick her up like made her tense up so hard, and then as soon as you poof into your other form, you can definitely see her relaxing.
All right,
Makes no sense.
I'm going to touch you now. Not inappropriately, but is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
All right.
That's okay. I'm
He'll
gonna hold on to you.
sweep her up into his arms and sort of float up over the hole with her. And he'll just be like, please try to avoid petting me. And
Okay.
they'll descend into the hole.
She wraps her arms like around the back of his neck so that in case he drops her, she's still hanging on. Definitely that thing like little kids do when they think you're about to throw them into a pool and they're just like hanging onto the back of your neck.
And he'll stop, like having an idea of the range on Detect Magic. He'll stop so that she can hit it with her spell, but not get too dangerously close.
And she will cast her Detect Magic.
Casting your detect magic within the range of the mist. I'm hearing that echo again. I'm sorry, Here, casting your detect magic within the range of the mist. As you reach out with your sense, you get the feeling that this is the existence of this presence was not born of magic. So there is no like school of magic that you get off of it. But I will allow you to roll an insight check as you try to study it a little deeper.
Okay, insight check. With the +4, it's a 21.
At 21, I think you realize you felt this kind of thing before. To put it in more succinct terms, and I think you can kind of imagine how and why Jade would know this sort of thing. It feels like a planar boundary.
Oh. Okay. So she's going to be there with the professor holding onto her and her holding onto him like he is about to throw her into the mist, even though she believes he's not going to, but just in case. And as she casts her detect magic, some more of the tension leaves her as that knowledge comes back, and she looks up at the professor and she says, "It's not magic."
No.
It's a boundary. We're at the edge of a different plane.
What? What the?
That's why you can't see through it. That's why you can't get through it. That's something else on the other side.
What?
But how did it get here?
Well, let's go ponder this with the rest of the team, and he'll zoom them back up and set her down gently next to Arby, and then just sort of pop back into his human form.
She'll let go and look at everyone else, and she just has that kind of confused but also kind of excited look on her face as she says, "It's not magic down there. There's no magic down there. That's a barrier between this world and another one."
What?
That's why Professor can't really get through it. That's why he can't see through it. There's another world on the other side of that. Well, another plane, not, you know what I mean.
That does not sound like something that is reassuring.
Well, I mean, there's lots of different planes. I mean, I heard wings, which could
But
be a lot of
why
different things.
is it here?
I don't know. But
Is the boundary stable?
it feels like a regular boundary to me. It's not like it doesn't feel like it's weak or anything. It's just here.
We haven't been able to get anything past it, so it has to have some semblance of stability.
Doesn't seem like anything else can get past it either. At least nothing. Well, nothing's coming out of it. But that does mean if this one, so there's different planes of existence, right? And
Right.
all of the different planes of existence are separated from each other, but something kind of like this. That, I mean, I can't get home unless my papa takes me home, unless I die. But if I were to die, I could go home immediately. But not in this body. I can't just walk through to the other side, because you'd have to find a place that, you know, the barrier is even there, and then you'd have to know exactly how to get through, and even then you can't really get through because there's all kinds of protections and stuff in place. It's just not how the boundaries work. That's why you can't just walk into Celestia, and you can't just walk into the Feywild. You have to be invited, and you have to find a door. You have to find a door, and this isn't a door. But that doesn't mean that the barriers don't exist. Our worlds are kind of, all the planes are they're not necessarily right next to each other, but they're kind of stacked a little bit, so you can get through one and the other. So it's not really terribly concerning that there is a barrier to another world that we've found. It's just strange that it's here of all places in the bottom of a hole. But maybe because of all the shenanigans that are happening in the other rooms with all the I mean, the mirrors are barriers. They're places to other little pockets of places. Maybe whatever magic is going haywire with those mirrors is making the barrier between this plane and whatever plane's on the other side of here just able to be seen right now. Unless someone's trying to make it be seen. And that's why the hole is dug. Although it's not like you have to dig down to get into. It's not a physical. It's not like if I were to go, you don't have to. It's not physically. The planes exist out in the aether. You don't actually have to have a. You don't have to like dig down physically to get to it. But maybe they were trying to hide it.
I believe this has only created more questions than generating answers.
Well, but the good answer is that that's not necessarily an evil or bad thing. It's just a planar boundary line. So there's nothing we actually have to do here, and that's also why it's repelling everyone from it, because you're not actually supposed to be able to just walk through a thing. Well, I've never really heard of anything like that, just like throwing you out. It's usually you just can't find it.
Quite curious.
It's strange here, for sure. Professor, you have a look on your face like you're thinking real hard.
Yes.
What are you thinking?
Yeah. I'm just curious about what's on the other side.
I mean, we could probably go to the library and find the planar circles, and we could probably try to determine which one it is. I'm sure one of the magical libraries has that. It doesn't feel like home, if that makes anyone feel better.
There are worse places where you come from.
Oh yeah, I heard of this one place called New Jersey.
Sounds terrible.
That doesn't.
Can I take inspiration away from a player?
Shots fired.
I heard it's great though. They've got a lovely forest.
Did you know that there's an elemental plane of air where you would just fall forever if you can't fly?
Maybe that's what's on the other side, because it's all misty. And you had wings, right?
Yeah.
People would have to fly in the plane of air. But on either case, it's nothing that we have to figure out right this second, because it's not. Nothing's coming out of it.
Yeah. Let's move on, I guess. If we learn anything by yammering up here about it.
Okay. Should we just go? Noriko, do you want to get I don't remember which mirror leads to what.
Barco flips out her map. He says, let's see. From this direction, we would go yellow into the lava room, then into the grass room, then the red into the storeroom, and then dark blue gets us to the courtyard.
Okay. Can we stay in the lava room for like 2 minutes so that I dry out?
We'll probably be in there at least that long anyway, because we need to be very careful on our little hopscotch tour.
Okay.
All right.
Once again, Jade is the last one to leave the lava room.
You've been there before, so I won't make you go through it again. You're able to make your way across the lava room. You take the pathing that Narco has suggested, unless anyone has any objections to that. And within short time, you find yourselves back up here.
Oh.
Once again, in front of you is a large stone arch that leads outside, where you can see a stone courtyard that has become overgrown and fallen into disrepair.
Is it where we came in?
Doesn't look familiar to me.
Right.
This is definitely not where we came in.
Does everyone feel healthy and confident in case we run into something big and nasty that's responsible for all the space-time warping around here?
I'm okay. Does anyone need healing?
I could probably use a little bit, but I could also probably just not run up and get into trouble. Maybe.
You
Unless
should
it's a
probably
giant
heal
oak.
him.
I'm sorry, what was that, Ren?
You should probably heal him. The
Yeah, no,
likeliness of him not getting into trouble is quite low.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna heal Professor, and I'm actually gonna roll real dice this time, because the last 2 times it wasn't as great as I was hoping it would be. So this is another 1, D8 plus 6. Well, you get another 8 hit points back.
Yuki, remind me, does the magic tattoo that Naruko gave you, does it automatically grant like a +1 in magic bonus on attack rolls?
I believe it does. Let me just double check.
You also
I checked
should
earlier.
have that, I think, that Dragonhide belt that does the same thing. Does it?
Yeah,
no, Dragonhide Belt gives you higher DC on your key saving throws for futures.
Yeah, well, tattoos on your skin. Your unarmed strikes are considered magical. You gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls with unarmed strikes.
Perfect. Okay. Because I realized I hadn't given my magic weapons anything yet, so I'm just gonna bump up RB in the next hour.
All right.
Right,
All right.
Good.
Let's go.
Last one's out is a one-eyed Nothic.
What, all Northics just have one eye?
And there he goes.
As you
Yuki will follow the professor to try to keep him from getting killed.
Come on, Dave.
As you all follow out into the courtyard, there's a bit of a lack of a better term, it's like a tunnel. It's almost like there's another. It's like a stone archway that you're walking through, and it's almost like there's like another level above you. So there's about 10 to 15 feet till you reach the end of this walkway, where it would open up into a large courtyard. As you get about 5-10 feet away from the edge, you start to hear voices talking. You can tell that there are a couple of people kind of engaged in conversation. The voices are very similar to each other. As you kind of make your way to the edge of this walkway, you kind of peer around, and still kind of obscured in the bit of darkness and shade that this tunnel provides, you can see out into a courtyard where, bit of length in front of you, there's a set of steps leading up to like a center platform. You see that there is a tent that has been set up. Before you reach those stairs, a little bit over to the right, you see, indeed, the quads are kind of standing around a well, and they are talking amongst themselves. So I will move you to the map. You may place yourselves at the entrance as you like, and you could let me know. Do you want to sit there and listen to them, or do you want to just kind of walk on in and see what's going on?
The professor will absolutely stop short as soon as he can realize there's people talking, and he wants to like eavesdrop and try to hear what they're saying.
We're nerds. We're gonna listen.
So, approaching this courtyard, you see the quads, and they wear these concerned looks as they kind of look at each other. They begin talking to each other, and you kind of hear them say, "Well, I just think that the veil is getting thinner. Things are going wrong, and there's no doubt that what has happened is of no small consequence of our being here." And another one kind of pipes back and says, "Yeah, that's true, but I do like it here. I mean, there are plenty of people around all the time. It's not like it was back home." Another one kind of pops up and says, "Yeah, but I'm definitely not going back to that place. It was dark and depressing, and there was everyone is already so drained all the time. There is nothing left for us there anymore. This place is alive and vibrant." Last one kind of chimes in and says, I agree with Connor. I mean, we are here from happenstance, and I think we should make the best of it. It's not like all of them are going to remember what happened in the big top yesterday. I'm sure that's something that we can handle if something were to come up, if someone were to mention anything. And it kind of goes back and forth like that for a little bit.
So just to make sure that I have this correct in my head. So they're talking about the veil is growing thinner because of their presence, and it might be their fault. But they're not going back because there are people here that are alive and vibrant all the time. And they're not concerned about it because they can handle people, they can handle anyone who might remember what happened at the big top.
It's about the gist of the
Don't forget,
conversation.
don't forget they mentioned draining in the words there.
Did they mention draining, or that the people from the place they were at were drained?
That's the latter of what you said.
Yes,
Okay.
but they've got lots of vibrant people here,
Yeah.
so Nariko at that point immediately started giving hostile intent that these people are the reason that people are being drained in the sleeping sickness.
Professor is also hostile towards that because he is literally tired of this shit.
Nariko looks to her companions and in a low whisper says, "All right, they definitely know what's going on. Let's get some answers, why don't we?"
Okay, we should probably ask them what's going on.
So, summoning that big Mechanicus energy, Nariko will stride forth from the entryway and call over to the quads. "Oh, you can handle any questions, can you? Wonderful. I have several. Who wants to start?"
You kind of like catch their attention as Calvin turns towards you, Nargo, and he says, "Yes, we're more than happy to answer any questions that you might have. If
Jade.
you wouldn't mind, we can certainly put your mind at ease."
Jade comes after Nariko and she says, "Hi, Connor. And Cody and Calvin and Craig."
They all kind of wave in unison and say, "Hi, dudes."
Hi.
Mind at ease. Wonderful turn of phrase. So, the barrier's getting thinner. Which one is that?
Calvin kind of smiles and he says, "Oh, I wouldn't worry too much about that. It's this place is has been closed down for those reasons. It's very dangerous to go alone through here. You know, there was that kind of saying, and he kind of rambles on, trying to kind of steer the conversation away. And as he does that, Naruko, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw against a charm
Oh, fuck this
effect.
guy. Fuck this guy. Oh, it's a charm effect.
Yes,
Interesting.
in case that has any kind
Uh, for a second I thought I was a half elf. I am not a half elf. I was just adopted by one.
of.
Okay. But that is an 18.
Let's see. Give me a second here. You can kind of feel a bit of psychic pressure as Calvin just continues to string these words out at you. Um, you feel that pressure start to build, and it almost feels like a just noise in your head. You know, like someone trying to plant an idea. But you are able to push that off pretty easily, actually. And if you'd like, you can give me an insight check onto that as well.
That will be 18 again.
You get the sense that what was happening was almost like trying to get you to gaslight yourself into thinking that what you saw in the mirror maze wasn't real.
Narco, you see like this look come over her face, and then she like violently shakes her head, and she looks up at these four, and she is pissed. She unslings her rifle into her hands and says, "Oh, you are not messing with my head. You have exactly 6 seconds to tell me something that convinces me that I do not need to put you all down right now, because people are dying because of whatever you're draining out of them."
You see Craig kind of raises his brow and looks at the others. He goes, "Well, dudes, I guess we've got to do this the old-fashioned way." They all turn towards you, and their eyes light with an otherworldly pale blue glow. And as they kind of start to smile at you, you see fangs start to sharpen from their top rows of teeth. And with that, we're in initiative.
Good.
Fucking energy vampires.
I knew they were fucky. Why does no one ever believe me?
Because we all tried to check
We
them and it
all
didn't
believed
work.
that they were fucky. It was just a question of how fucky, and whether it was
Hey, nice
dangerous
job,
fucky.
Yuki.
Oh my god, when you guys started with the Colin Robinson jokes right off the bat, I was like, fuck. Was that
Oh yeah, that was a vibe, man.
Yeah.
I did enjoy the hell out of that, though. I'll say that much.
Okay, I rolled an 18 on my real dice, so I'm moving that to 18. Yes, New Orleans, stop using your virtual dice
They've rolled garbage for me all night so far.
all night.
Get some health bars on these guys.
The one thing I'm sad about is that we're not level 5, so we can't throw a fireball at them while they're all grouped up like that.
Right? So Narco has an 18. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's everybody. Narco Jade, what are your dex scores?
Jade beats me.
Alright.
Jade is 18.
Jade has like an 18 in everything.
No, that's not true. I've got a 14 in strength.
So,
And only a 17 intelligence.
man, these guys have a +4 to initiative. You guys beat them all. Damn. Almost.
There were some high rolls in there.
Yeah.
One of them's got a 19. We don't know what they can do.
So Craig looks at the others and says, "Looks like we got to do this the old-fashioned way." They light up, fangs come out, and they are kind of at this point realize that maybe not going to be able to gaslight you into forgetting about this. As they begin to turn, you can clearly see shit's about to go down. You are first to act.
Yuki will kind of bare her own fangs and say, "You're not the only one with some of those," and she will she's going to kick the shit out of them, hopefully. We are going to start with Craig. And yes, she does have the Eldritch claw tattoo, so it'll be the +1 to damage rolls and strikes.
Okay.
I think it's probably already, as long as you're attuned to it, it should already be updated in your rolls for you.
Perfect. I
Question,
am.
is this the fight where you're going to activate it as a bonus action for your extra pass?
At some point for sure. I worry about that.
Do your thing. It's okay. There's no wrong answer.
My question is, like, if I do that, then that's my bonus action, so I can only hit once.
Correct. But for all of your attacks going forward, that's the extra d6 piled on. So your 2 or 3 attacks the next turn, you get even more dice value out of it. So it is something that tends to give you more stuff the earlier you pop it.
Yeah, I didn't see that it was empowered for a minute. Okay, yeah, we're gonna pop that bitch, and we'll just hit him once this time. Yeah. I didn't see that it was powered for a minute. I thought it was just like a one-off thing.
And as I said, it'll proc that extra d6 of damage on each of your unarmed strikes. So that can add up.
That's a nat 20, kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me damage.
That's a nat 20.
Double the damage dice, add your modifier.
So
roll whatever you use for your damage dice, roll that twice, and then you add your modifier once.
Okay, we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. All right, 2d6.
The force damage will also be doubled as well, so enjoy that.
Yeah. All right, so that's 2, 4, 6 is 10 points of damage. Because I rolled 2d6s plus my 6 is the modifier.
Okay.
All right.
You still need 2 more d6.
Oh.
For the tattoo.
All right, that is another 6 points.
So 16 total.
Yeah.
And that is all magical.
Yeah, because I popped my bitch.
So is that's bludgeoning and radiant?
Bludgeoning and force.
Bludgeoning and force. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, damage taken.
And then she will boop over here with her mobile.
And since you've got your
can't. Sorry.
Since you got your claw active, you have 15-foot range. So
yeah, got it. Okay. I think that's me. I think I'm done.
Yep.
All right. Red.
Red muted.
Red muted?
Red is so muted.
Oh.
That's alright. Okay. Ren is going to pull out a magic stone and throw it at Craig.
Okay.
Pew.
That's a hit.
Pew pew.
7 bludgeoning.
Think. Yep, that's my turn. It was a good turn. Thank you.
Calvin's gonna go. He's going to. I think he's gonna stay right there. Actually, no. He's gonna look at Naruko and he's gonna point. And he's gonna say, "You don't move too far. I'll be back." And he's going to move over towards Yuki.
Ha ha ha. No, thank you. She's gonna hiss as he gets closer. She's gonna straight up fucking hiss at him. Full teeth. Fuck you, bro.
He's going to put a hand on your shoulder, or attempt to.
No, no touch.
It's a dirty 20.
No touch, monkey. Yeah, that hits.
Does that hit you?
Yeah.
He puts a hand on your shoulder, Yuki. It is going to hit you for, oh. I don't know if any of this makes a difference to you, but it's going to be 8 points of bludgeoning plus 4 points of psychic,
Hate that.
and you are grappled.
I.
Dude,
That-
just
Go ahead.
Yuki's gonna growl as he grapples her and says, "You want a street fight? You'll get a street fight."
He looks at you, Yuki, and he says, "Not much of a street fight, but how about an interesting fact? You know, the average lifespan of a teaspoon is longer than you might think, lasting for decades without any significant changes. And I need you to give me a intelligence saving throw with disadvantage."
Oh, I hate that. Okay. With disadvantage, so I roll twice. Ooh, I hate it. You hate to see it. Okay.
I don't know.
Alright, that is fucking 11.
Yuki, you are hit for 20 points of psychic damage.
God damn, Yuki's got 1 point, guys.
As his words just kind of go through you and like just completely, it's so tiring. You want to go to sleep so badly as this wave of lethargy kind of begins to rush over you, but thankfully you do not suffer any other kinds of effects from this.
Yuki goes down to a knee. Don't let them touch you.
Jade.
Jade is very conflicted right now. She is having awful flashbacks of Rakamira as we walk in here, talk to them, and see Naruko pull her weapon out when they did not do anything to us. And she's going to move forward, and she's going to say, "Wait, we don't have to fight. We don't have to fight. We can just all talk. We don't have to have a thing. We heard you say that you were here by happenstance. Maybe we can help. And there's not a reason for anyone to have to get physical about anything." And as she says that, she is going to cast her sanctuary, because her friends have already rushed these guys, and she doesn't want them to get hurt. She just wants to try to defuse the situation. But so you guys are all going to get the end of your turns, and I wish I had gone before Yuki so that she could benefit from this.
That's cool.
That's all right. We'll get you, babe. Don't worry.
Yep.
As peaceful as Jade wants to be, she will not let you go down. So everybody in here is going to get. What is my thing again? Come back. You're gonna get 1d6 plus 4. 10 temporary hit points.
Woo!
Max hit points, my dude.
Nice.
Way to go.
Hell yeah.
Max temp HP. And just Jade just walking out with her hands up, like she still has her staff in one hand, but her hand up, and she's just like, "We don't have to fight. We can just talk. It would be better if we just talked, wouldn't it?" And just keeps talking. Do they have to take psychic damage for me talking like this, or that only works the other way around?
It kind of only works the other way around.
All right. Well, that's the end of her turn. So she will cast her Twilight Sanctuary as she's talking. This dim, beautiful starlight just rushes out of her and circles and encircles the entire group. Cody's don't get to benefit from this yet because she did see one of them lay their hand on Yuki's shoulder, and Yuki not like that because consent is important. But everyone else will get the 10 temp HP.
As you kind of put your hands up and approach towards Craig, he kind of looks at you and he says, "Yeah, Deuce, I mean, there is something you can do to help us. We are kind of hungry."
Okay.
And we'd love to keep talking to you.
I would really like to keep talking and not have, a whole situation. We can definitely help you.
Narco.
Narco, he is about to be very mean, and I feel bad.
All right.
I don't feel bad.
Narco looks over at Jade. He's like, Jade, they tried to take my memories just now. Their talking can warp your mind. Focus! And she is going to try and shoot Craig.
Go for it.
Narco's going full blast. We're going sharpshooter on this one.
Okay.
Do it.
That could have been better. That is a 14.
14 hits exactly.
Oh, thank God. Okay. All right, low on the attack, but high on the damage. That is 29.
Whew.
Magical piercing.
Pow. Takes a shot. As Craig takes a shot from your gun, Narco, you see just pure white blood begins to seep through his clothing.
Move back here. Harpy move up. And gonna follow up attack on Craig.
Okay.
That is a 23 to hit.
That is a hit.
10 points of force damage.
Alright.
Good job.
Is there anything else?
I think that's it. It is 10 points of temporary healing.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think it was 10 of from Jade's Twilight Sanctuary, right, Jade?
Yeah, it's 10.
Don't forget your own 10 hit points, Jade.
Oh, yeah, that's probably super important. I'm probably about to get hit by Craig, so.
All right. With that, Connor's going to go. He's going to look towards Arby, and he's going to say, "Whoa, whoa, my mechanical friend. Try to slow your roll a little bit. And I need Arby to give me a wisdom saving throw."
Cool. Question, is this a charmed effect?
This is not a charm effect.
Okay. That is okay, not 20.
Hell yeah.
No bonus to that, just 20.
For a brief moment, Arby can feel that his joints are trying to kind of seize up as Connor has cast Hold Person on Arby. But
Ooh.
Arby shakes it off without a second thought.
That's good. Not immune to paralyzed.
Professor.
Okay, so the professor was already upset about Jeffrey. He's exhausted. He's frustrated by his exhaustion. He's frustrated about there being a mystery he wasn't able to get into. He's pissed off because he just heard what's happening here and sees what's going on. And he just sees Calvin just lay a hand on Yuki and nearly rip her soul out of her body. Professor is gonna pretty much rage. I'm gonna use sorcery points to use a spell as a bonus action. Floats over here. He's about 10 feet off the ground. He points his hands at Calvin, and he just growls like, "Get your hands off of her!" And I'm going to cast Void Ray with advantage.
Ooh!
Yes!
Can you post that spell for me because I don't remember it? All right. Range spell reduction. Okay. All right. So a 20 hits. To take 13 points of cold damage and a strength score of reduced by 1.
And that is going to be 2 points on my thing.
What does that put you up to?
12.
Okay.
He's going to follow that up with a Mind Sliver.
Oh, oh, right. Sorcery points. You use the leveled spell as a bonus action, and this is cantrip.
Yeah.
Very nice. I like the creative approach. Mind Sliver. Intelligence save. Oops. That is a failure.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
And he is...
Does have resistance to psychic damage, though.
That's okay. I mostly just wanted to take the debuff and saving
Right.
throws.
So that's a D4 on the next saving throw before the professor's next turn.
Yeah.
Alright. Anything else for the professor?
No, that's it. He's like full on like bared teeth and growling. His like hands are like shaking. He's angry. And there's like, it's like a pure, like almost hatred in that anger for what just these events just happening all in this order.
Okay. Cody is going to go. Going to look at Arby and say, "Whoa, dude, not cool," and is going to try to put a hand on Arby's shoulder. That one. So his hand, he reaches out to try to touch Arby. His hand just kind of slips off, and he goes, and then looks at Arby and says, "Did you know that the most common color of office walls worldwide is a muted shade of beige? It's chosen for its neutral and unremarkable appearance, a favorite of mine, actually. And I need Arby to give me an intelligence saving throw. This would be straight."
So that's a 0.
Oh my god.
Our RB unfortunately has an intelligence of 4, so
Yeah.
Arby is going to take 23 points of psychic damage.
Ooh.
And failing the save by 5 or more, Arby is currently stunned.
shite.
I am.
Yeah, he's immune to charmed, exhaustion, and poisoned, but not the stun condition. Okay.
So then you see, noticing that his attack kind of went off, Cody is going to kind of whistle as he walks around. 10. What's his speed? 15, 20, 25, 30. Kind of just whistling and meandering up the stairs. Turns around, gives you all a wave. Brings us to Craig. Craig. Professor, you are 10 feet up, yeah?
Yep.
Craig's gonna look at you. Oh, you don't want us to hurt that one? Looking over to Yuki as he meanders on over.
Fuck.
Craig also going to try to put a hand on you, Yuki.
Okay.
Oh, you're going to send the professor into a void spiral.
It's a 24 to hit.
Yes, do it. That's over my 18.
Silvery barbs! Silvery barbs!
Silver
Yeah,
barbs.
that's good. Silvery barbs, man.
My mouth was full.
That makes it a 25.
Oh no!
Oh.
Yuki, you are going to take 5 points of bludgeoning and 3 psychic.
Yuki down. I think as Craig came over to her, because she's still grappled by Calvin, essentially, I think she's been trying to like scratch at them, and she just has, because she's so drained, she's 0 energy, but she's still trying to get out of it. He comes over as he's walking over. She's growling as he lays hands on her until she falls unconscious. She is growling and very annoyed at being touched without fucking consent.
As Yuki loses consciousness and drips to the ground, Calvin releases his grip. Craig turns towards you, Professor, and he says, "You know, there is a small town somewhere in the world. I can't think of the name at the moment. The annual highlight of this town is called the Paint Drying Festival. I think you would be better suited to watch paint dry. Professor, I need you to give me an intelligence saving throw."
Okay. That's 15.
15 saves.
The professor just growls and he says, "The highlight of this town is going to be watching your blood dry all over the cobblestones."
Professor, you will take 13 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Professor, did
Okay.
you take your temp HP?
Nope. He's old.
Yep.
You won't see it on my bars, but it's there.
Okay.
Brings us to Nuala.
Does it seem like Cody's running away?
No, he's kind of meandering up to the top of the stairs, and then he fully turns around to like watch what's going on. He's not. It doesn't look like he's looking. He's trying to escape.
Okay. Well, in that case, wither and bloom.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Very nice.
Nice.
Con saves. For Calvin. For Craig. Both fail. But they do have resistance to necrotic.
Yeah, I figured they would. At least they don't heal from it.
They do not. So Yuki, you can. Is that a reaction for her to use her hit die, or does she just get to use it if she has one available?
She just uses it.
So Yuki, you can use one of your hit die and roll it, and you will gain hit points back. I forget what the bonuses are on that though.
It's her hit die. Plus my spellcasting ability modifier, which is 5.
So you can roll your hit die, which I think is an 8 for a monk.
Yep.
Yep.
So you can roll, Yuki, you can roll a d8 and add 5 to that, and that's how many hit points you'll get back.
Okay. May is helping. Hold, please. May is helping. And not in the best way. Alright, D8. Do. Oh! Yeah, I picked the right die. That's an 8.
Woo! Nice!
Nice.
Yay!
So 13 hit points back to you.
Hear my surprise?
So Yuki,
Uh,
you come back.
Yeah.
Your consciousness comes back. You have 13 hit points. You are prone, however, from falling unconscious.
That's okay. Yeah. Yuki will wake up growling.
Anything else for you, Nuala?
Yeah, I'm gonna move forward. And I'm going to lock eyes with Cody, and that is my turn.
All right. Brings us back to the top of the round with Yuki.
Alright. Boo. What is it to try to get up?
It's just, well,
Just half your movement.
usually it's half your movement. I don't remember if you have something with mobile that lessens that, or if you have some kind of dope monk shit.
I was looking at that.
I think it's the athlete feat that lets you get up with just 5 feet of movement.
Right,
Um,
right.
So it's still half of her movement to stand up.
Okay.
Yeah.
She just has a lot of movement to use.
That's fine. I have 50 feet of movement, so fuck it.
Plus
So
step
she
to win,
is
plus
going.
feline agility.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of movement.
Flew for the win.
Check all that other stuff on later.
So I think. Yuki is going to. Still growling, fucked up, still in pain. She's gonna kind of reverse superhero landing. She's gonna put a fist on the ground, and she's just gonna like push herself up. Just to say, I don't know, something witty and snappy. I don't fucking know.
You bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
Trivia night is canceled.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's amazing. Maybe something like somebody needs to shut you up permanently. And she is going to Oidemits.
All right. Which one are you targeting?
I would like to target Calvin because he's the one that took me down, but Craig came over and was an extra bitch, and she can see he's a little hurting, so I would like to target Craig.
Okay.
Craig! That is 15 plus 8.
That's a hit.
And let's see. Come on, Yuki die. Come on, Yuki die. Do nice things for me. Nope. That's 7 points for the first attack.
Okay.
Um,
Take that.
can I target his mouth?
There's really no mechanic to like target specific body parts, but he can flavor it, sure.
Yeah, just like fucking trying to scratch his face off. Essentially, is what I'm looking for. That is 16 plus 8.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, max damage. So that's 12 points
Ooh.
of motherfucking damage.
Are you including the force damage from your tattoo?
Ooh, no, I did it. Wait, where is that thing?
Tattoos stay up after you go unconscious?
Oh,
Yeah.
good question.
Cool.
You don't concentrate
That's
on it. It's just a magic item activation.
Yeah,
That is
if
fucking awesome.
yeah, if it's on my skin, it goes.
God damn, now Jade wants to get more tattoos. Getting more goth girlfriend up in here every day.
I flavored it to not necessarily be a tattoo exactly, but you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
To damage roll, so that would be 1 + 1 to each of those damage.
Well, no, it would be a D6.
Oh.
So you need it's a D6 per hit. So roll 2 D6 to catch yourself up.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it just says +1 on the thing.
That's the base. You always get that. After you
Oh.
activate it, that's where you get the 15-foot reach and the extra D6 of force damage on each attack.
All right, so that's 3 for one of them,
Okay.
and then 5 for the other one.
What does it look like when Yuki takes this guy down?
Hell yeah. I think she stood up and she's like, because she's still fucking tired from getting knocked down, she's just like fucking Rocky in the last round of battle fight, just like swinging with these claws and just scratching at his face. Shut the heck up already! And with the last one, she takes him down.
So as you land the last slash onto Craig, you see he kind of like loses back a little bit. He turns around to the rest of the crowd. You can see through all his slashes, he is just oozing this odd, pure white-looking blood. And he just kind of looks around and he blinks and he goes, "Oh, dudes, I think I might have to take a nap." And then he collapses to the ground.
Yeah, fucker.
Anything else for your turn, Yuki?
I think that's it. I don't think I have an extra attack.
I mean,
Not,
You want
not
to
unless you
mobile
spend a
out?
key point.
Yeah, oh, I'm gonna mobile out for sure. I just meant like attack-wise. I don't think I can do anything else.
Not without spending key.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna mobile the fuck out of here. So 25 feet of movement. So we're gonna boop, boop, boop back over here next to Jade and the professor, and she just stands next to you, and she's just like huffing, and she's just so tired.
You get 10 temporary HP.
Yeah, don't let them touch you. And that'll be Yuki's turn.
all right. Brings us to Ren.
Ren is going to move over to Yuki and touch her lightly on the shoulder and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level. I find I do not like them at all.
No, they are not good people. They're not even people, I don't think. Just don't let them touch you. Thank you, Ren. And Yuki's fur will start to fluff up a little more, back closer to normal.
Okay, and Ren will stand there and be ready to attack in his next turn, because I just used my action. Okay, end turn.
Nice.
Calvin just kind of looks down at Craig, who's fallen, and he looks back up to you, Yuki, and he says, "Oh, that's not cool, dude."
Yuki just shrugs, like, nah.
And then he's going to kind of step out, and he's like, "You seem to be pretty quick with your hands. You know, there's only so fast that a humanoid's limbs can move, but let's see if you are better at choosing." And with that, he's going to cast a spell on himself. As he does, you see 3 duplicates of him begin to kind of surround him in that same spot. He has cast mirror image on himself.
Jerk.
Let's do wrench.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think that'll be it. And Jade, you're up.
Jade takes a breath as she sees Yuki stand up and hit these guys and take Craig down and come back and join them. And she's going to move a step this way, closer to Nuala, to be in front of her in case someone tries to hurt her, because now Yuki's up and can be with Ren and the professor. And she's just going to say, I really wish we could all please just talk about everything that's happening and get some answers rather than fighting each other. I really don't want to hurt anyone, but if you continue to hurt my friends, I'm going to have to. And I'll prove that. And as she says that, a radiant, jagged, terrifying-looking moonbeam just slams down onto Connor. And that is... and that is a Constitution saving throw, DC 16.
Let's get your out here.
Yep.
This is a 5-foot radius?
It is a 5-foot... Yes, it's a 5-foot radius, 40 feet high cylinder.
Drawing. Give control to Jade. Go ahead and place that where you like.
I guess I could get it right here so it doesn't hit. Yeah. It'll hit Connor. So it's a DC 16 con save.
Okay.
And he'll take 2d10 radiant damage on a fail and half as much on a success.
Con save. Con save?
Yep.
Con save. That is a success.
Okay.
Oh, Professor, who did you give advantage to from your silvery barbs?
Oh, that's a good question. I guess I didn't, but I'll give it to Narco.
Okay.
Okay. So
what's the damage on the?
So it's 11 total damage. He will take half of that on a success.
Do you want to keep that damage roll?
Return to the spell too. I think I'll re-roll it because that's
okay.
Kind of low for mine usually. So I will re-roll each time I move it.
Okay. So moving comes down. Connor takes the damage.
Okay, and then she's going to shift around to here, so she's got sight on all three of those, and Nuala is still behind her.
All right. Is that all for your turn?
That's it.
Narco.
What kind of action would it be to, like, grab something handy, like a bit of wax or something, to stuff up my ears?
I'd call it a bonus action.
Cool. Narco is going to yell out as she grabs a couple of earplugs from her satchel, because she works with firearms all the time. Hearing protection is important. She's going to grab those, and as she's going to plug in there, she sees that Jade has appreciated the fact that these are not friends, which is good, because Naruto asked for an explanation, and they tried to mind control her. So she's done talking. She's gonna put the earplugs in and say, when they talk, the fun facts or whatever they're talking about, it's mentally, it's magic. It'll mentally affect you. Try not to listen. And after she effectively deafens herself, she is going to take aim at... Yeah, she's going to... I've got the advantage, so I might as well use it. So I'm going to take aim at Connor. I'm going to fire with the sharpshooter. All right, that is an 18 to hit.
Okay, 18 hits. Let me just see if you hit a mirror image.
I'm not firing at Calvin.
Oh no, I thought you said Connor.
I did say Connor.
Yeah, Connor's.
Calvin,
Oh,
Calvin has
Calvin
the
has
Calvin
mirror
has the
image.
wrench.
That's why I put the wrench on him. Yeah, that hits. Even I'm getting my NPCs mixed up.
That
They are
is,
very.
well, you know what? If we kill a couple more, we won't have that problem. That is a total of 27 damage.
Oof. All right.
I use my bonus action for the earplugs, so I can't command Arby, but he is stunned anyway. Does he get saving throw on his turn, or does it only last until the end of turn?
It will end at the end of your turn.
Okay, then.
Wait. Oh no, wait. This was a whole person. No. No, that was the. Okay, that was from the energy drain. Right. Yeah, stunned until the end of its next turn. So at the end of this turn, Army will no longer be stunned.
Nice. All right, damage goes away, and I will put this on for that. Okay, that's it for Naruto.
All right. Connor's gonna go.
He has to make another con save.
Con save.
Con save for Connor.
That is a success.
Cool. He'll take. Already have 6 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Because I rolled for 12.
Connor going to step out of the moonbeam. Come around Arby. And he says, "This is an interesting piece of equipment you have here. Quite interesting indeed." And he goes to put a hand on Arby's shoulder. With a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that is.
So that is 8 bludgeoning and 7 psychic. And he is going to look at Jade. And he's going to say, you know, the world's most ordinary potato was once displayed in a museum under a thrilling exhibit title called The Tuber of Simplicity. Jade, I need an intelligence saving throw.
Ooh, intelligence. Great.
Yes, this is a straight roll for you.
Great. Super great. 13.
13 is.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong thing. Yes, 13.
Okay.
I thought I had something else for that, but I don't. Not for intelligence.
13, you're going to take full damage. Shit, I lost.
That sounds about right.
There. Jade, it is going to be 25 points of psychic damage.
Jesus.
Okay.
As again, a wave of lethargy kind of tries to sweep through you. That's it for Connor. Professor, you're up.
I'm going to target Calvin with the command spell, and he's just going to say, betray, with the hopes that he will fail and to attack his brethren.
Before the end of your next turn. Alright, so he's going to use a command.
That's a DC 13 minus 1d4.
13. Wisdom. It's a failure.
Yes!
Hell yeah.
Wait. Can you display the command spell for me real quick?
Yes. Ah, I didn't feed it. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you take that back because you know that these guys are undead.
Yeah,
so I
Thank
think
you.
the professor would know not to try to use that spell.
All right. I'm going to set myself up for later actions, and I'm going to call out my fox spirit with my action. Where's my concentration bacon? And with the bonus action, I'm going to tell it to attack with Spirit Grasp, which is 16 to hit,
That does hit.
10 radiant.
That is on Connor or Calvin?
Calvin.
Calvin. Giving them all C names has come back. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, I gotta, Calvin
Gotta do
gets
mirror
to roll
image thing.
the mirror image. Let's see. That is... Yeah. Your fox spirit leaps forward, comes at Calvin, and it does snag one of his mirror images.
That's it for me.
Alright. That mind sliver goes away. And we are on Cody. Cody looks down towards Jade. He kind of shakes his head a bit with a bit of a grimace, and he says, "You know, everyone makes mistakes, but you're really abusing the privilege. I need Jade to give me a DC 14 Intelligence saving throw."
With a natural 18 on the dice. So 21.
21. This vampire tries to hurl an insult at you using vicious mockery. Not even phased at all, in the least bit.
Yeah.
Craig is dead. Nualo, you're up.
Nuala's eyes have been locked on Cody for the last few seconds, and he just tried to attack Jade. So she flicks her hand and casts Mind Spike.
Ooh, very nice. Wisdom. Damn!
Oh my god. Such good damage.
Wisdom save. There's a 19 to save.
Okay. Still takes half damage. 8 psychic.
And it does have resistance to psychic, so we'll take half of that.
These guys suck.
So bad.
What? Okay.
What?
Yeah, that's my turn. That's 4 hit points. That little sliver right there.
That little sliver is 4 hit points. I know.
Yuki.
Alright, we are still super mad at Calvin.
Don't forget about the range on your claw.
I will not. That's what we're going to use right about now. She doesn't want to get close enough to let him touch her again. Fucking no means no. So she is going to use her 15 feet of claw attack to attack him.
Go for it. I'm sorry. Which one are you
Here?
attacking again? I'm so sorry.
Okay. Attacking Calvin.
Calvin. Okay.
The ugly one.
The one who bad touched Yuki.
They're all ugly.
Bad touch. No means no. That is 15 plus 8.
It does hit. And you do get another one of the mirror image clones.
Okay.
Nice.
Hey, listen.
Stealing them
now
away.
Yeah. Alright, so that is a 12 points of damage.
He doesn't take any
It doesn't-
his mirror image.
Oh!
Yeah, the
God
mirror
damn
image
it, I
absorbs all the damage.
rolled max damage and everything. Mother bitches. Well, I guess that's all Yuki's got for this one.
No bonus
Don't you
action
have 2
attack?
attacks?
Oh, I do. You're right.
You just miss. You just lose the first attack when you very first activate it because you have to
Got
use
it,
your
got
bonus
it, got
action to do it.
That would be a 16 plus 6.
16 also hits. Let's see if you catch the
Hey.
last mirror image. Yep, last mirror image is gone.
Ooh, nice.
And Yuki will, as she has the last mirror image dissipate, she's gonna kind of give him a toothy smirk. So you could try to hide, but we'll still find you. And then, what did you say it was? Nope, I already used my bonus action. Never mind, just kidding.
Okay.
Yep, that's it. I was gonna try to stuff something in my ears, but I already used my bonus action, so I can't.
No problem. Ren, you're up.
Is there any type of evaluation I could do before taking an action that would let me know if these creatures are particularly dexterous or particularly sturdy?
I will let you roll an insight check for free to determine one of those things.
That's fair. Let's evaluate if they are dexterous.
Okay.
That was a shit insight roll.
Hard to say. I mean, they
Well
move
then.
like regular humans.
As the professor often suggests, we will learn through experimentation. Ren is going to target Connor with Sacred Flame.
Ooh, very nice. A dex save. If he is dexterous enough, he doesn't seem fast enough to dodge that. He gets hit. Sizzles for 2 points of damage.
Okay. Alright, end turn.
Calvin. Oh, jeez. Oh, my other brothers seem to have disappeared. Oh, but that's embarrassing. Is going to dance around this way. No, you're dead, Craig. Get out of here.
You're dead, Craig. You're dead.
Comes over to Professor. Goes to put a... Oh, you're 10 feet up in the air still, aren't you?
Touch me if you can, bitch.
Alright, he's not going to do that then. I forgot you were 10 feet up in the air. He's going to look at you up in the air, though, Professor. From where he stands. And he's going to say, you know, the longest running debate in a local community revolves around the optimal grass height for suburban lawns. Professor, I need an intelligence saving throw with disadvantage.
Okay.
That is a straight roll.
I rolled 2 15s.
2 15s.
Yeah.
Alright, that's a save. You're taking half damage.
Okay. That was Calvin.
That's Calvin. Professor, you are going to take 15 points of psychic.
Shit.
And I need a roll for your concentration.
Rolling. Let's see. I'm going to. Is that a straight D20 or is that with your like a con save?
Concentration is basically a con save.
Oh, okay.
Regular old con save.
12 is a pass, right?
12 is a pass, yes.
Is 10 the baseline?
10 is the base, or half the damage, whichever is higher.
Okay. Yeah. So that passes.
So Calvin kind of sees you floating there. He looks down at the fox spirit, sees it's still there, and he says, "Looks like your friend could use a hug." And he's going to try to pat your fox spirit on its shoulder. Rolling a 14 to hit it.
15 is the AC.
14 is what he rolled. So
That's
15.
a miss.
That is a miss. Tries to pat fox spirit, but his hand kind of goes right through it, and he goes, "Oh, interesting." Brings us to Jade.
Gonna move the moonbeam onto Connor. Actually, if I move it here, can I get Connor and Calvin?
I would say so.
Nice. I'll move it there to get Connor and Calvin.
So that's an instant con save for them, right?
That's how we've been doing it, where as every time that it enters their space, and then at the start of their turn. But if that's just the first round, that's fine.
Could you post that spell?
Yeah.
I do feel like that's a lot, and I think I've been misinterpreting.
I think we've only been doing it on the first round. When I first cast the spell on them, they get it. Like, you've been letting it happen, like, the first time I cast the spell in their area, and then it's on their turn, so they start in that area.
Okay.
And I think it's every subsequent turn, it's just if they start their turn there, the Connor's next, so.
Okay. We'll keep it that way. Okay.
Yeah. So, but that's fine if you want to change it. I'm okay with that.
No, that's fine. We'll keep it the way we've been doing it then. I couldn't remember how we were doing it. I feel like it's been a while since.
No. Yeah, I don't use Moonbeam a lot.
Right.
So my action is to move the Moonbeam. And the only bonus action I have is my spiritual weapon, and I don't know. I think I will do that as my action, and then for my bonus action, I will try to, like, cover my ears with my hands, because Naruko had said to try not to listen to them.
Okay.
So that'll be my bonus action.
Alright.
To, like, keep me from hearing them as much as I can.
Alright. Any movement or anything from you?
No, I'm not leaving Nuala.
Naruko.
Seems like we're holding the line pretty well, so Naruto will continue laying down fire support and shoot at Connor.
Okay.
Still value the damage over anything else, so sharpshooter is still a go. And as soon as I say that, I roll a 2. So let's grab that clockwork amulet.
All right, that'll make you what a 16.
What's that?
That'll make you what a 16.
Yeah, 16.
That'll hit.
Great. And to make it up, I rolled the max on the damage. Okay, that is 29.
Oof. Pow.
And then bonus action, going to command RB to use. I doubt he'd be able to take down Connor right now, so instead he's going to use his action to repair.
Okay.
So, gonna get back 12 hit points on himself.
Alright.
And then 10 hit points as well. And actually, RB is going to move here.
Alright.
RB also gets 10 temp HP.
I put it on. That's the red bar.
Oh, I don't see it.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Is that all for Naruto?
That's it.
Connor has to make a save against the moonbeam.
Yep.
I think that's a failure at a 12.
Yep. DC 16 was the save.
All right, give me your damage.
Ooh. 18.
What does it look like when the moonbeam takes him out?
So again, this moonbeam doesn't look right. It is no longer silvered like it was the first time she cast it. It's jagged, and there's bursts of blue and black, and all the colors that you see in the night sky as it lands on him, and it looks fine for the moment until those colors just rip into his skin and burn him and ignite him up like a candle.
Very nice. Well, that was Connor's turn. Professor.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to use my last spell slot to do a second level chromatic orb on Calvin. Let's do fire damage. Ugh.
Oof.
Let me use another inspiration on that hit.
Okay.
Can I just roll the attack? Oh. 14. Oh, wait. Shit. That is 11.
11 will miss.
Farts. Okay. And then Fox Spirit's going to go in for a bite with 15 to hit.
15 does hit.
That's 8 radiant.
Very good.
That's it for me.
Cody. Looks down at Calvin and says, I don't think things are looking so good, dude. Calvin looks back up at Cody as he sizzles in the moonbeam and says, well, that might be true, but I'm definitely not going back, so it's all or nothing. Cody kind of nods and says, I agree. And is going to... Let's see. Target somebody. That's probably not going to go well. But he's going to try it anyway. Kind of takes stock of the situation and sees who's been doing what. He's going to look in Naruto's direction. And he's going to say, even though Naruto can't really hear him, he's going to say, I think you need to slow your roll, Miss Gunn, and I need Naruto to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh. Any benefit from stuffing up the ears at all?
No, hearing is not a part of the save on this.
Gotcha. Let's see. Wisdom save, right?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, that is 16.
That is a success. Once again, trying to cast Hold Person. This does not take. Nuala.
I'm tired of my damage not working, so at Cody, magic missile.
Okay.
That's 12 points of force.
Okay. A couple of screamers go off. Pew 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 pew. Right in Cody's chest.
And that is my turn.
All right. Back up to Yuki.
All right. 5, 10, 15. We're gonna use my tattooed murder mitts. Calvin.
All right.
I was like, I should probably tell you who I'm attacking. Yuki still fucking hates him, so that's an 18.
That hits.
That's 8 points of damage for the first one.
Are you adding your bonus d6?
I'm not now. I literally just picked up my other d6. I was like, wait a minute. That's 2 more.
Okay.
And then that is 17 plus 8. Not even doing the math. That is a 13 for the
Okay.
first. Yeah, 13 damage for that. And then, ooh, that would be an additional 12 max damage.
What? How?
Oh, wait, is it just these? Oh, no modifier. Sorry, 6.
Okay.
Sorry, no modifier for the second one. You're right.
Got it.
Wait, why is there no modifier on the second one?
On the second what, claw hit?
Yeah.
The second.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm getting confused now.
Same. So, all right, so I attacked one with the murder mitts,
Uh-huh.
and then we did the additional d6 damage for the claws.
Okay.
For the tattoo.
Yep.
So then, second murder mitt attack,
Uh-huh.
I did so then I only rolled the one
No,
damage.
you roll both. You roll
I
both.
rolled
die.
both?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I said it was good. You get that extra d6 on every attack.
But it wouldn't have my modifier on it, is what
No,
I'm
it
saying.
still has a modifier.
Does it?
Yeah,
you have
you're
2
not
attacks.
Has the damage
right, but
modifier on
you're not using 2-weapon fighting. You're using your martial arts. It's still monk shit.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Mars. Alright. So we're back at 12.
All right. Done.
And that's it for Yuki.
All right. Back to Ren.
I am growing tired of these games and your constant chatter. Ren is going to trot over here.
That's terrifying.
He is going to reach out and cast Inflict Wounds. I will do another first level.
Okay.
Oh, nope, we use an inspiration for that. No. There we go, that's much better, thank you.
That is a hit. Nice. Do have resistance to necrotic though, so. But we'll still take
Fuck.
damage.
Shit on that. Okay, that's alright still. Next time.
Moonbeam might still hurt a bit when his turn comes.
Oh sure.
Okay, end turn.
Let's have him make that save. That is a critical success.
Okay, he still takes half.
Yeah.
So half of 15.
So that is. Let's see. Okay. Step out of the moonbeam. Looks over to Ren. And tries to put a hand on your shoulder, Ren. That is a 19 to hit.
That just barely hits. Ren will still meet his eyes and says, I will take you with me.
So fucking terrifying.
So terrifying. Terrifying.
So that is going to be 10 bludgeoning and 6 radiant. Or I'm sorry, not radiant. Psychic. as he turns to you, Ren, and says, you know, there is an annual event somewhere in the world called the Symposium of White Toast Enthusiasts. They gather passionate individuals who are very passionate about the simplicity of white bread. I need you to give me an intelligence saving throw, Ren. $14 just saves.
Oh,
Fair.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, that I rolled a lot of high dice on that one too.
damn.
We're very happy for you. 7. So there's going to be 18 points of psychic damage after having.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing. Ren is still annoyed.
And back over to Jade.
Okay. She's just going to just send out that plea again and just say, we really don't have to fight. Nobody has to keep getting hurt. You don't want to go back to somewhere. It's awful. I understand. We can try to help you. You don't have to leave here. You just don't need to hurt anyone. But we will stop you if you don't. And as she says that, she'll move her moonbeam onto Cody.
Okay.
And that is my turn, because I have no bonus healing that I can give to Ren right now.
Alright. Narco.
Calvin is currently trying to drain Ren of his life force, so he's got to go. I am actually not going to use sharpshooter on this one. Regular shoot,
Okay.
which was a good call. That is a total of 17.
17 hits.
15 points.
That is just enough to take him down.
Woo!
Alright. Bonus action for RB to roll on up here and lay down the hurt. That is a 19 to hit
That hits.
for 7 points of force damage.
7 points of force. Anything else for you, Narco?
Nope.
Alright. I know we're at 11 o'clock. I know we have a bit of a hard stop tonight. Do you guys still want to finish this out, or do you want to hold this?
We can finish this up.
Okay.
As long as everybody else is okay with it.
I'm good. We're already focusing fire now.
Yeah, I took a nap, so I'm good.
All right.
Yeah. We took 2 of them out in 15 minutes. I think we can take this guy out in another 15.
Speaking of which, Connor's dead, so Professor, you are up.
The professor is going to kind of fly over here and drop to the ground next to Jade. Bloop. He's going to send Foxfire at Cody. That's 11 to hit.
11 will miss.
Okay. Then the Foxberry, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 will come up. 25 to hit
That is a hit.
for 4 radiant.
4 radiant.
And that's it.
Cody sees himself being surrounded.
You need to make that save
Oh, right.
for Moonbeam.
That is a success.
So I rolled a 12, so we'll only take 6 points of radiant damage. Rolling a lot of 12s tonight. A lot of different combinations of these dice. I rolled an 8, and I got super excited, and then I rolled a 4.
Let's see. Going to try to put a hand on Arby. Probably going to miss on a 12.
That will miss.
On the Fox Spirit, 11, I believe, is going to miss as well. So
That is correct.
As he tries to reach out to the two of them, you see his hands just kind of fall off. And he kind of looks around, takes stock of the situation. He goes, "Uh-oh, this is definitely not looking good. I think I have worn out my welcome." And he's going to try to start getting away. So Arby and Fox Spirit may make an attack of opportunity if you like.
Okay. 28 to hit for 7 points of damage.
Both hit, so that's going to be 13. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 as he starts to try to backtrack. Ahwohlya.
Ahwohlya is muted.
Yeah. I'm going to continue with what works. And I'm going to cast Magic Missile
Okay.
as soon as I can find the spell. This is level 1.
Okay.
So 9 points.
9 points. Anything else for Ahwohlya?
And yeah, where the heck is he running? You know what? I'm just following. 5, 10, 15. Yep, I'm doing it. 20, 25, 30.
Does Ahwohlya have to make the save going through the boom like that?
Yep, pretty sure I do.
Let me double check. I don't know.
Doesn't
if
Noelle also have disadvantage because she's a shape changer?
Oh, fuck, I forgot about that.
Oh no!
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't decide who it is. It just says when a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Oh no!
What is that?
DC 16. It is a con save.
Oh, cool. +0. Natural 1.
Oh no!
You are going to take... Oh god. 15 points of damage, and because you're a shapeshifter, you instantly revert to your original form and can't assume a different form until you leave the spell's light.
Oh, that's fun.
Which I guess is just as soon as you're out of its little sphere.
But I think it takes like an action or a bonus action or something.
It does take an action to change.
Yep.
Okay, so I lose 15,
Which 10 of those were your temp.
but then I gain the temp back at the end of my turn.
Yep,
Yeah.
so you only lose
So
5.
I'm losing 5.
Yeah,
Yep.
basically.
I cannot believe you rolled a 1.
Yeah,
I can't believe the
that
most
sucks so
damage
bad.
has been done. I can't believe the most damage that's been done to you was done by me.
No, it's my fault. I ran after him. That's okay.
So would you like to describe what everyone sees when Ahwohlya shifts her form?
Ahwohlya runs through the moonbeam and comes out the other side, and you see this pale-skinned, kind of half-elf looking creature. The tail is gone, the horns are gone. The clothes fit slightly awkwardly because they did not shift. I don't know if anybody can see her eyes,
Oh yeah.
but they are completely black.
Mm-hmm.
I think too, like, I can't stop it from hurting you, but as Nuala is the one who enters the moonbeam, the jagged edges go away, and it's just the light that surrounds her as it removes it removes the persona she's wearing and leaves just her behind. And as she ends the other side, as soon as Nuala's out of it, it goes back to being that flickering, shifting, like jagged spheres of light.
So is that all for Nuala's turn?
Yeah, that'd be it.
Pretty cool turn.
Back to Yuki.
Question. This bridge, let's call it, that Cody's on, how tall is that?
It is 10 feet above the surface that you were standing on.
Sweet. That's shorter than 15. Yuki's done. She's so over all of these bitches, so she's not even going to try to run up the steps to follow him. She's going to boop right under him and attack him.
Oh, the reach. Yep.
She's,
You
Nice.
can also
literally-
jump there.
she's literally like from her gauntlet firing off like a rocket fist that punches into him, and then while it's still attached by the cable, she just kind of swings it around to give him another smack or two before it retracts back to her. It's great.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so that is gorgeous. A 19 plus bonus.
Yep.
That is
First, give me your regular attack, and then give me your regular damage, and then give me your tattoo damage.
Okay, so regular damage is 9.
Okay.
Tattoo damage. Oof, that's 2. So that's only an additional 2.
Okay.
Then next attack. God, that's another fucking 19.
19 hits.
Nice.
Thank you, Yuki die. I'm actually using my Yuki die tonight, so they're actually doing really well. Alright, that is another 8 points of damage for the regular. And then, sadly, only another 2 damage for the extra.
I'm going to pose a question to you.
Yeah.
Would you like to burn a key point to make another attack for your flurry of blows?
Hell yes, I would!
Alright.
I got 2 of those motherfuckers left.
You got one.
We're gonna be Oh, I got 1?
Yeah,
Really?
because
1
your
point left?
bonus... So you get 1 regular attack, right?
Yeah.
You can either make just a regular attack as your bonus action, or you can use your bonus action to get the flurry of blows, which gives you 2 attacks instead of the 1.
Yeah. No. I meant key points, darling.
Oh, you
I
only
have
do.
2,
Yeah.
I have 2 key points left.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Sorry.
That's what I. Sorry.
Does it take more than 1 key point to do that?
No, it's only
No.
1.
Nope.
Oh, cool.
Only 1.
I've never played a monk, so dope monk shit is dope.
Me neither. So we're all fucking learning. So that is a 14 plus 8.
Hits.
All right. That is 9 points of damage,
Okay.
and then I still have the additional damage from the tattoo. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Every one of those attacks, another d6 of damage should have been on there.
Max damage, baby. 6.
Nice. Amazing.
Yuki Cody had 5 hit points left.
Oh yeah. Eat my claws, motherfucker.
How would you like to do this?
Oh, I think Yuki is just done. She's like, it's hurt her friends. These bitches took her down. They've been hurting people in the village. Like, she's done. She's tired. She's got, like, her fur is, like, sticking out in all crazy angles. This has been a long ass day. They fought a dragon. Like, she's done. We need fucking, I don't know, 12 stars or 18 claws or whatever his name is. So she's just been taking this and like almost shooting this claw and like Naruko said, like whipping it around and just catching him. So the last one, she just she just gets the last one and she says, "I told you to stop talking," and she'll just catch him right in the face with it.
Reaching out with your claw, you catch him for one last blow. Opens up an artery in his neck. White blood spurts out and kind of spills all over him. He looks a bit dazed for a second as he looks down at you and he goes, "Dude." And then he just falls off the bridge, splat on the ground, and is gone.
Amazing.
With that, we are out of initiative, and that feels like a good
Um,
place to call it for the evening, and we can digest.
I am going to do one thing real quick,
Sure,
if it's
sure,
okay.
sure.
Yeah, yeah.
So seeing Yuki kill Cody and his body fall, Jade just very quietly goes over to Connor, the person that she had burned to ashes within her moonbeam. Can I get his skull?
Give me a higher low to see if the skull is not ash.
Hi.
Where the hell is my... There it is. Hi.
Hi.
You sift through the burned ashes of what is left of Connor,
Mhm.
and you are able to fish out a bleached skull that was bleached from the power of your moonbeam.
She's going to pick the skull up and she's going to say, "I'm sorry we couldn't actually help you, and that we couldn't get any answers before everyone got super angry. Maybe you can help now." And she's going to drop her moonbeam and she's going to go up to Nuala to check on her. So that is where Jade will end.
And folks, that is where we'll pick off when we all gather this Saturday.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Dun dun dun.
How many pairs
Well,
of glasses? Yeah.
huh?
How many pairs of glasses did I get?
Oh gosh.
I love that
Oh,
all
yeah.
your characters complete completely random, useless things.
Absolutely.
Glasses can be very useful if they're your prescription.
I mean, yes,
for
but
setting
at some
fires.
point you will have more glasses than is useful.
Although we have
They-
established that these guys, their glasses are purely aesthetic. They don't need them.
Do
Professor
not
Yuki.
underestimate my ability to turn glasses into commerce.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
sure, we need a new currency.
Oh my god, are we doing this again?
Absolutely.
You get 5 pairs of glasses.
Yeah, I do.
I can't believe I rolled a 4 on a d4.
He's wearing the original pair on his face and hasn't taken them off.
I love it.
Glasses.
Well done, well fought. Congratulations on your victory. We'll deal with the fallout next time.
Woo!
Nominations for awards tonight.
Jade.
Yeah, Jay did quite a bit tonight.
Yeah.
Jade did
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Those max HP for temp is pretty awesome, I will say.
Yeah,
pretty
I'm
that
so
was
glad I
so
rolled those particular dice to get that.
That is
that
pretty
was
good.
I
super helpful.
I enjoyed Yuki, both her attempts in the puzzle room as well as absolute done with the Craig squad during the fight.
Yeah.
It went full force.
Fuck that guy.
That is a good one.
Mood.
I am thinking I'm thinking I gotta give Nuala an inspiration on this one though. I don't
Hell
think we're wrong.
yeah.
Yeah.
Taking the choice to run through the moonbeam and kind of that happening.
Rolling with it.
But also like that wither and bloom was so key also.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that got Yuki up.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
That was Nuala that cast that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember that
Uh-huh.
correctly. Okay, good. I would feel awful
Oh,
if
yeah.
I completely got that wrong.
I'm also gonna add that I really enjoyed like fucking furious professor.
I was
Like
just I was just thinking that myself too.
we've
Yeah.
seen like the happy-go-lucky professor, we've seen the fucking electrocuted professor, we've seen a lot of professors, but we've never seen like full fucking rage professor. I thought that was really cool to see too, like when he is fucking done as well.
I also like the bit, Professor not letting up on trying to investigate this pit and almost getting himself and Arby just pancaked for it.
Yeah.
True.
But what did we learn?
Not a damn thing.
We learned
So much.
exactly
We
what
learned
it is.
so much.
We learned shit's weird. We already knew that. Just a different flavor of shit being weird.
Yeah, but now we know that there's a plane there that we did not know was there before.
Mm. We did learn things.
The end justifies the means.
It does.
And we got hurt.
Man, through this mirror maze, man, you guys have been put through a bit of a ringer, and then this big battle at the end, and you guys came out pretty handily. This is quite impressive.
Well, there's only one reward for that.
Oh,
I level up.
Level up.
I'll think about it.
Allie, think about it.
But yeah, I think I am going to give inspirations to Professor Nuala for tonight.
Noise.
Woo!
You...
Very fucking
Ooh.
cool.
So I am full, actually.
Oh,
I just realized that. Sorry. I am full. I have 2 inspirations and 2 charges.
well, I think my next choice would be Yugi, because Yugi got really into the fight and really maximized the ability with the use of that tattoo.
Yeah.
That was
And
pretty
he
cool.
was not he was not fucking getting away from me. Mm-mm.
really kept him at bay also.
Bitch! I am not full of inspiration, so I will gratefully and thankfully take one.
Nice.
Woo!
Yeah.
Good stuff. So, very much looking forward to Saturday. We'll have the usual accoutrement here as we usually do. If you guys if people want to start filtering in at 12, we'll probably start at like 1 o'clock. We're going to be getting wings again. If you have any preference of wing sauces that you like, let me know.
Garlic parm.
Garlic parm. Remember that.
Yeah, but I like it on the side because I'm a weirdo.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
Mike's wings all come on the side.
Yeah, it's all going to be on the side. We have plenty of different sodas here.
Is there any okay? Just because everybody is here right now, since we're planning to start the game at 1, our thought was that everyone would be able to have lunch first. Is there anybody who wants to have lunch at our house, or are you all going to get lunch before you come over? Because if you want to have lunch here, that's fine. We just need to know so that I can make sure we get stuff.
I mean, I can have lunch before.
I can eat before I come.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
could also
I'm going to
bring
have
on
lunch at your
vegetables.
house either way.
Yeah, Ben
That is true.
doesn't have an opinion or get one. He is trapped here with us for the foreseeable future.
Trapped is the operative word.
Yeah.
I say
So
that
I'm
with love.
just if anyone changes their minds and would like to just not have to rush or anything. I mean, obviously you feel free to bring food with you, but if you would like to have lunch, I'll get Chick-fil-A or tacos or whatever we want if you want lunch. I'm planning to get the wings, I think between 4:30 and 5. My mom is going to pick them up again for us.
She's awesome.
So we will not have to stop the game to get them.
Nice.
but we can pause to get plates and stuff. Are there any particular snacks anyone would like to have? We're planning to have chips and like Allison's bring in some desserts and
Yeah.
but is there anything else anyone would like?
Wompy said she would send over chocolate covered nuts, and I got a Godiva chocolate box for a really good deal on sale. So I'm bringing that.
Very
Nice.
cool. Well, if anybody has any special requests before Saturday, just let me know. We'll be making a Sam's Club run before, like probably on Friday, to get any last minute things. So if anybody wants anything, please don't hesitate to tell us. Otherwise, we'll just have the typical snacks. But if you have preferences, I can't get them for you if you don't tell me.
Sounds good.
Snack.
Snacks.
Very much snack. Here now that we're not playing, and then finish my notes.
Joe, you still tagged me in the inspiration.
Dang it! Fix that.
You so very silly.
Hey, we're all here doing our best.
Yeah, we are.
There we
Thank you, May, for walking right in my face. It was very nice of you.
And you need to try to go to bed.
Then
I'm
go to
waiting
bed.
on the dryer.
Ah,
Right. Well, I'm going to take off because I have to do the pet shuffle. You guys have a good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
go.
And then I have to pack.
You can pack while you're waiting for the dryer.
No, I need the clothes in the dryer.
Did you pack everything else that you need?
My computer
Toiletries?
and my dice
Toiletries.
and all my toiletries.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yep, it's in the bag already.
All right. I tried.
And if there's more stuff that I'm forgetting, oh well.
Jenna, do you think 12 will be enough? With like the same thing I brought?
yeah,
time?
definitely. I think for sure.
I think that'll be enough.
I think that'll be plenty.
Okay.
We'll also have. I'll probably be getting like I don't know, a little
The Amish market
cupcake
pretzels.
or something.
Ooh.
We'll also be getting Amish market pretzels. I'm assuming we're going to be going to the Amish market for breakfast lunch
Probably.
on Saturday.
Ooh.
So we'll get pretzel bites again. For that. Neville, you are more than welcome to come up early if you would like to join us for that.
Yeah.
But you don't have to if you've got stuff. Like probably be going there around like I don't know, what, like 10 guys.
Yeah.
So,
I think it'll probably work better if I use that morning to like fix up the
Get set
house
up.
and then like feed myself an early lunch so that I can get on the road to head your way
Yeah.
to make sure I get there by 12. So
Nice.
I think that'll be what I aim for.
Very cool.